Today I have got a report for you about how things went on the Discovery Princess on our Alaskan cruise last week. If you're new around here, we were round trip from Seattle, and I've got a lot to tell you, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Tuesday, it is August 6th of 2024, and I want to start at the very top of this video with the reminder, if you are going to Skagway and you have excursions booked on the train, or you want to book an excursion on the train, don't cancel anything you have and go ahead and book anything you want to do. They have not stopped running the railroad due to the landslide that they had, and they are working to take care of everything to do with that, but the train rides are still going, so I think that's really important to remember. Now, like I said, if you're new around here, we just went last week on the Discovery Princess to Alaska. We did the round trip Seattle sailing, and we ended up getting to visit Glacier Bay as well as the quintessential cruise ports of Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan. We had a splendid time, and I would say that the Discovery Princess is a wonderful ship to take to Alaska. And a few of the reasons that I think, I don't think there's a bad ship to take to Alaska, to be quite frank. Alaska is such a special place to visit, and there is so much to see that I think you'll have a wonderful time no matter what ship you go on. I want to put that out there for you. If you're not familiar, right now Princess has 3 classes of ships. They've got their smaller ones, they're called the Grand Class, then the Royal Class, which is what their larger ships are, and then we've got the brand new Sun Princess, which is their Sphere Class. Now, one of the differences that really stands out to me between the Royal Class and the smaller Grand Class is that a couple of things, actually. They don't have the promenade on deck 7 that you can go out and walk around on that the smaller ships do. On the Discovery Princess and the Royal Class ships, you go do that walking up on the open decks up above, and they do have a nice walking track clear up, I think it's on 17, and they've got lots of open deck space, which to me is a really nice reason to take that ship to Alaska, because it's always nice to take a balcony if you can do a balcony. If not, heavens, go in the interior and be happy and go outside to see everything. But even if you have a balcony, it is really nice to go up on that top deck and take in all of the views and the vistas going on. We did that just on the trip we were just on, even though it started to rain while we were up there. We went up there a couple of times just trying to catch the views and everything when we were in Glacier Bay, as well as during the time that we were just sailing on the ship. It's just always nice to go up there. And another thing that really stands out to me is the size of the piazza. On the smaller ships, the Grand Class, the piazza is much smaller, but it is still absolutely wonderful. It is less in no way, other than it is just a little bit smaller. So thought I would point those differences out to you. Now, on the bigger ships, they do have a lot more dining options. So on the Discovery Princess, since that's what I'm going to talk to you about, we'll get on to that. But the Discovery Princess has O'Malley's. If you have sailed on the Discovery Princess lately and you have been there when they had that Salty Dog gastropub just right off the piazza there, that has been replaced with an O'Malley's. I think that was an excellent choice to replace the Salty Dog gastropub with O'Malley's. Gordon and I didn't have the chance to eat there, but several of our Let's Go family members who were there in our group did, and they all said that it was absolutely excellent. So I can highly recommend that. They've also got the sushi restaurant that is, O'Malley's is part of the casual dining, as is I think it's called Ocean Terrace, the sushi place. That is also available as part of the casual dining. If you don't have a package and you want to dine in the casual dining places, it's $14.99 a person. Okay. Now, and people said that the sushi was pretty good. And so then they've also got the Gigi's, which is like Alfredo's on some of the other ships, which is a little bit like an Italian pizzeria. They've got a little bit more of Italian style pizza. So those are what the casual dinings are that you've got on board the Discovery Princess. So you get a lot of really good options. Another thing that they've got is recently they switched where Sabatini's was with where Rudy's is. And I'm going to talk to you about that a little bit more in a minute, but just be aware that those two venues have switched. And I don't know if it's good or bad. We have dined at Rudy's when it is in the location where Sabatini's is now. So I'll talk to you, but they've got a lot of dining options. So they've got the 360 on board, and Gordon will link my video about 360. We did that both times recently. We've been on the Discovery. We did it just on this cruise we were on, as well as when we were on for the Eclipse cruise in April. So that is a really wonderful option. Really enjoyed that. And then also they've got for their specialty dining, they've got, the Catch by Rudy's, they've got Sabatini's, and they've got the Crown Grill. And I heard the Crown Grill was superb, absolutely superb. So thought I would put that out there. Even a couple of people told me that they thought that the steak, the meat that they had, so when you dine in 360, you get the filet mignon, and they said that actually the meat was better in Crown Grill. So there you go. It was really good. Now, when you think of dining on the Discovery Princess, here's what I noticed when going on a ship that is really full. So the ship is at double occupancy, is 3,660 guests. On this sailing, I heard in the range of 4,100 guests. So clearly, this ship was really, really full. One of the things that really stood out to me was how busy the dining venues were, especially during breakfast and lunchtime, especially on sea days, when everyone is 4,100 people are trying to get their breakfast and their lunch. So if you are going to go when these ships are sailing that full, here's a few notes for you. Every time we went to the buffet just to see what it looked like, it was packed. It was packed. The only time it wasn't really packed, and Gordon said there were seats open, is when he walked through one afternoon when it wasn't really mealtime. He said he could have sat down and eaten right then if he would have wanted to. But as a result of that, we just had a super quick bite to eat on embarkation day because we didn't have time to go to the main dining room. And that was it. And we had to wait around a long time to find a table to sit down. So make sure that you try to eat when it's not like the peak dining time. When the main dining room is open for breakfast from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. and the main dining room is open for lunch from 11 to 1. And so those are other options, but the main dining room was really packed. Like on embarkation day we went, and that's what we were going to do, but we didn't have time to wait, and the line was really long and there were no tables available. So just kind of think outside of the box when you're going to dine when the ship is really full, okay? But at the same time, the food was fine, everything was great, service in the main dining room was excellent. We were really pleased overall with dining on the ship. You just kind of have to think about when you're going to eat, maybe go early, maybe go late when you want to dine in the buffet when things are really full. But a really nice fallback is the International Cafe. The International Cafe is open 24/7. They've got a variety of some desserts, some sandwiches. They usually had some quiche or a kind of like a beef pie, chicken pot pie, different things like that. And so that is a really nice place to go to eat, and that's what we did sometimes. That's where we didn't eat in the buffet other than on embarkation day. So sometimes if we wanted something for brunch, we would grab it just from the International Cafe. So a quick note about that. So I don't really want to divide the video up into what I like and don't like. A few things did stand out to me, so let me tell you the good things first. Take 5 Lounge is still a beautiful venue. We are hearing on several of the other ships that it is being replaced with part of it being a casino. They are putting slot machines in there. No smoking slot machine area for the casino. And I have to say I'm really disappointed about that. The Take 5 Lounge was a really nice place to relax when you wanted a quiet place. In the evening, it's an amazing venue to go sit there and enjoy jazz music. They really had a special place in those Take 5 lounges. But so far, it is still that way on the Discovery Princess. Rumor has it at the end of September, those slot machines are going to come. So we'll all keep each other posted when we see those show up. But I was really happy to see the Take 5 Lounge. The other thing that I think is really cool for the Take 5 Lounge, it's a really popular wedding venue as well. It's a pretty place to get married. The band that they had on board the ship, Echo, was absolutely amazing. They made being in the piazza every evening lots of fun. We thoroughly enjoyed that. Some evenings we would dance the night away, and it was really fun. They did a really good job. Sometimes they played earlier in the day, and then they always played from, I want to say, just a minute, 10:30 to 11:15, I think it is. And then they would throw it over to the entertainer up in Crooners, who was also excellent, absolutely amazing. So the live entertainment on board was really good. With our dining time with our group and what our goals were for that cruise, we didn't see a show in the theater. But the people that did said that they really enjoyed it, that it was really, really good, thoroughly enjoyed it. And so that makes me happy. We had already seen the shows that they had on the Discovery Princess. Let's see, they had Spotlight Bar, they had, they had the Rock Opera, they had a singer one evening. One evening we did get done in time, and I walked in and listened to her a little bit. But it was really good entertainment from what everyone says. And so that was really good. Another thing, I always say this, but it's really true. The crew was absolutely fantastic. Didn't see a cranky crew member in the lot. And let me tell you something about dining reservations. I probably should have told you this when I'm talking about this, but do your very best to make dining reservations. And if you are not able to get the dining reservations that you want, when you get on board the ship on embarkation day, go on the Discovery Princess. It is in the Catch by Rudy's now, which is right over by customer service. But if it's not obvious where to go, just ask guest services, ask a crew member where it is you go to get your reservations, because when you go to the main dining room on the first night, it is crazy. You have all these people showing up with reservations, which is great, and then you have a lot of people showing up who don't have a reservation that want to eat at a very specific time as well, and that gets really hard to manage. The reason I tell you this is because the crew was amazing with that. I saw them trying to make people who didn't want to be happy, they were trying to make them happy, seat everyone. They took really good care of our group, and I really appreciate it, because some nights we would have different numbers of people that would come and join us for dinner, and we did our very best to be flexible, but they really took good care of us, and I noticed that they extended that to everyone. So the crew on board was fantastic. And if you're going on the Discovery Princess, ask for Sunny in the Juneau dining room to be your waiter for dinner. He is excellent, and so make sure you ask for him. Also, in the Future Cruise office, if you are thinking of booking a future cruise when you are on board, go ask for Julian. They should promote him. They should actually promote Sunny too, because you know what? The attention that he gives to your dinner, he is extraordinarily intelligent, and he does a really good job of taking care of everyone. So he is going to go far, and Princess would be wise to promote him as well as Julian. But if you are going to go book a future cruise, you should ask for Julian there. He knows his stuff, and he took time. He talked to me all about the Princess promotions packages, talk to me about a lot of things, and so he knows his stuff. So if you want to book a cruise, you should go talk to him. He'll take really good care of you. And when you're on board, don't forget to book your future cruise deposits. I forgot this time. Now you can do it in the app. I have some left over from when we were on the Regal Princess, and so that's nice. But when we go on the Enchanted Princess at the end of this month, I'm going to get some more. But don't forget to do that. You just click on profile in the bottom right hand corner in your app, and it comes down like it says cruise deposits. You click on it, say how many you want per person on your booking, and it goes right to your credit card, and you're done, and you've got those future cruise deposits. And so just wanted to let you know about that. Let's see, one thing that we were not crazy about was the volume in the piazza. The piazza, they've got music going all the time, and let me tell you, it was really loud. We had some guests with us in our group who were brand new to Princess, and that was what they said first when they said that they did not like about Princess, and it makes them think twice about wanting to go again. So hopefully the next ship that they book, the piazza won't be so loud. It was so loud that you could not carry on a conversation with anyone in the piazza or up a little bit higher there. When one evening I went to the photo place so I could have some photos weren't coming up, in my app, so I went to have them look at it. They had to take me into the far corner of the photo area in order for us to be able to hear each other. And so the volume is too loud. Somebody needs to turn it down there. Every time we go on the Discovery Princess, it's too loud, but I think it's even louder now than it was in April, if you can believe it. So that's one thing that's not great. And a heads up to you, this is about dining as well. The dining line. When you are in your stateroom and you think, oh, I want to make a reservation, and you haven't been able to do it in your app, and you go over to the phone and you push the button that says dining line, heads up, they are only open from 8:05 in the morning until 5 p.m. And so if you call any other time, it's going to answer it and it's going to put you on hold, and after a while it's going to hang up on you. So be aware of that. Your wait times might be really long, and so that's at the point that on the embarkation day you go down to the Catch by Rudy's and get what you want. So heads up on that. You can book the chef's table if you want to. You can just do that in the main dining room. If you go for lunchtime on embarkation day, you can call the dining line. You can go over to the Catch by Rudy and make reservations that way. I am also tucking this in because I forgot to tell you this. When you are looking at where to eat when you are on the Discovery Princess, if it is lunchtime and you don't want to eat in the main dining room, the buffet is crowded or the buffet is not your vibe, they have got up on the pool deck there on the Lido, they've got a pizza place, Slice Pizzeria, which was really busy on this cruise as well, but they make good pizza. And also there is the grill area if you want a hamburger or a hot dog, street tacos, different sandwiches, and french fries, that is available there as well. So keep those options in mind, and especially when the weather is nice, it's nice to go sit there. But they've also got a covered area, so even if it's not perfect weather, it's really fun to sit up there and have something to eat. So I just wanted to make sure that that is on your radar. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and hit that subscribe button? We're trying to get to 25,000 subscribers before we go on our Love Boat cruise on August 31st. We'd love you to be part of the Let's Go family, so please hit that subscribe button. And if you appreciate my updates, will you please give this video a thumbs up? Thank you so very much. So I've tried to share with you some ins and outs, some things I think you need to know if you are going to Alaska on the Discovery Princess this summer, as well as if you are sailing when she is at capacity and beyond capacity at any other time, which I think is what we are going to see more and more, especially during times when school is not in session. A couple of things that I think are really important to note, though, is I would absolutely repeat the cruise that we just did. Absolutely love taking the Discovery Princess to Alaska. She is one of Princess's larger ships, but she is not so big that she can't get into a port. It's absolutely spectacular to go to Alaska on the Discovery Princess. Everything was up and working. There were no glitches, I would say, in our cruise. We had an absolutely phenomenal time. And so if you have questions about the Discovery Princess, pop it in the comments below. And otherwise, I'll see y'all here again tomorrow, and I'll be talking to y'all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.